Rebecca, my love. We live a notoriously loud life, and while that means it's packed with adventure, excitement, new adventures, as you well know, it's the more simple, quiet moments that I value most. The silent 5 a.m. sunrise walk in Port Macquarie. The quiet dinner in Jose on Bermondsey Street, or the peaceful moment on Crescent Lane after our first date. These are the moments where I felt truly at peace. And you're the reason for that peace.
Pete, 6 years ago today, we met for the first time on a rooftop in South Bank. I couldn't have known at the time, but meeting you would change the entire trajectory of my life in the best possible way. It didn't take long at all to realize that I'd found something rare and special, and every year since has reinforced that feeling.
Now today marks the beginning of a beautiful journey for Rebecca and Peter. Seeing them together, it's clear that they are a perfect match. And I couldn't be happier to welcome Peter into our family. Now, for the very first moment I held Becky in my arms, I knew that she was destined for something great. So I remember when she was about 5 years old, I looked into her eyes and I said, Rebecca, you know. She knew that. Rebecca has grown into an incredible, bright, loving woman, and today, watching her marry the love of her life, I can say with complete certainty, I always knew. And Rebecca, you still know and always will.
Oh, wow, Becky. Look beautiful.
Running a little bit late, but what else is
That's all right. I mean, as long as you feel comfortable.
Yeah. I feel perfect. I think
You
so.
happy?
Yeah.
It is my great privilege to declare that you are now legally married. And you must
Rebecca, you are an absolutely beautiful bride. And Pete, well, you scrub up all right too. I admire the woman you have become, never allowing any adversity to impact you achieving your desires, navigating life challenges with your elegance and grace. You are extremely intelligent, beautiful, kind, gentle, loving, generous, and capable. This became evident when you made the decision to move to London alone to work and travel for a year. Initially you struggled, and we had many calls back and forth where you questioned this decision. I admire your bravery to persevere during these times when you felt very alone and missed your home. These phone calls slowly became further and further apart as we started to hear about this Pete you had met, and well, here we are today.
No, I'm too scared. My hands are shaking.
When life took us in different directions and you moved across the world to the UK, You have always been and you always will be my best friend. Beck has always been someone who knew what she wanted. She dreamed big and step by step made it all happen. You are one of the strongest and most beautiful women I know, and I want to say how deeply proud I am of the woman you've become. You've risen again and again with grace and determination. Standing here with you today, on your wedding day, marrying Pete is one of the greatest honours of my life. You both look absolutely stunning. Pete, you look dapper as always. Thank you for loving her in the way that she deserves.
We could tell we're like. I don't mind being.
Rebecca, thank you for being with me through girlhood and womanhood alike. That's something that's such a special thing. Not going to cry and being strong. It's been an absolute honour to watch you continuously evolve from strength to strength. I just know the life ahead as husband and wife is paved with sunshine and happy memories, ready to be made. Most importantly, I promise to always wear the wig. I promise to always call the school, and I promise to go on last-minute coastal holidays with you with a moment's notice. To Pete and Beck, your happily ever after begins now. I know I speak for everybody here when I say your future is extremely bright. I love you both, and cheers to the newlyweds, everybody. Thank you.
Pete and Beck both live pretty hectic lives, but always find time to check in with a voice note. And I did mention to Pete in a bit of a drunken heart-to-heart on his stag that he was one of the only people in my life that I probably could truly rely on if I ever really needed to. And he also confessed just how much Beck means to him and how lucky he feels to be marrying her. I hope you will all join me in wishing them a lifetime of happiness and raise your glasses with me just one last time to the blushing groom and the beautiful bride. To Pete and Beck.
Every relationship requires a certain amount of sacrifice and compromise. Ours, perhaps, a little more than most. We chose a complex path in pursuit of something special, and I'm indebted to you for the things you have done over the last 6 years to help us build that life together. Moving away from friends and family, leaving a budding career, having to learn a new language. You've done these things without question, without resentment, with courage, and in full trust that you have a partner willing to match the sacrifices in 6 months or 60 years.
I know this is just the start, and creating a strong marriage will take work. But I will put that work in because I never dreamed that I would find someone like you. And the sun always burns through when you're around. Since that night 6 years ago, every choice, big and small, has led us here. I will always keep choosing you, no matter where it takes me, and I am the luckiest person in the world to have you as the love of my life.
You're my best friend, my big love, and the only person I can imagine growing older with. I will listen, support, show up, and stay steady, even if the clouds roll in. And when they part, and the sun shines through, as it always does for us, I'll be there with you to enjoy the warmth together. I love you.